This is a video about our 2024 safari in southern Utah around Lower Bounds on Boulder Mountain, to Capitol Reef National Park, and finally to Hanksville. It all started with planning, and Doug fantasizing with the help of ChatGPT to visualize his fantasies. The plan was to explore southern Utah. We planned to visit locations flanked by majestic red cliffs in the area. We planned for months to search out the wild terrain, where nature's beauty would unfold before our eyes. We were always ready to capture the perfect shot. With our trusty cameras and cell phones in hand, we planned to immortalize the breathtaking vistas and candid moments that would define our journey. Every click of the shutter would be a testament to the awe-inspiring scenery and the camaraderie we shared. We would bring our fishing rods. The crystal clear waters of Lower Bounds Reservoir would provide the perfect backdrop for a week of fly fishing. Our excitement was palpable, as each cast would promise the thrill of a catch. Amidst laughter and tales of the one that got away, we would reel in memories that would last a lifetime. The adventure would continue on foot as we planned to embark on hikes through the rugged terrain. The path would lead us through verdant valleys and towering spires, each turn revealing another stunning vista. Our bonds will grow stronger with every step, the shared experience of conquering the wild uniting us in a way only nature can. We didn't just plan to hike and fish. Our safari might also include honing our skills at the shooting range. Under the vast desert sky, we might even encounter the majestic wildlife of Utah and a profound connection to the land and its inhabitants. Lower Bounds Reservoir was nothing short of a fisherman's paradise. The clear blue waters were teeming with life, and the fish were incredibly powerful, offering an exhilarating challenge for all of us. Each cast into the reservoir brought the promise of a spectacular catch. The fish here were not just plentiful, but also impressively strong. As soon as they were hooked, they put on a show, jumping and dancing above the water, their vibrant skin glistening in the sunlight. We were thrilled as we battled these magnificent creatures. The thrill of the fight, the rush of adrenaline, and the ultimate triumph of landing such powerful fish made every moment unforgettable. We all caught our share of big rainbow and tiger trout, each one a testament to the rich bounty of Lower Bounds. The joy of reeling in a big one was matched only by the beauty of our surroundings. The tranquil reservoir, framed by the rugged landscape, provided the perfect backdrop for our fishing adventure. It was a time of camaraderie, laughter, and the pure joy of being out in nature. Lower Bounds Reservoir offered us more than just fish. It gave us memories of a lifetime. Every splash, every leap, every triumphant cheer echoed through the canyon, leaving us with stories to tell for years to come. The beautiful geese were our constant companions in our camp. They quietly fed along the shoreline. Each and every one of us experienced some of the best fishing of our lives. Every fishing session rewarded us each with between 5 and 10 fish. Our campsite was nothing short of spectacular. Each man had his own tent, providing a personal sanctuary amid the wild. But it wasn't just the sleeping arrangements that made our camp special. It was the gourmet meals we shared under the open sky. Our meals were more than just sustenance. They were culinary adventures. We dined like kings, savoring dishes that went beyond simple campfire fare. The discussions we had around the table, swapping stories and laughter, were some of the highlights of our trip. Yet the elements had their own plans for us. Throughout the week, we were whipped by a relentless wind, as if the jaws of a monster had opened up, screaming through our camp. It particularly pounded Skip's tent with a raging fury, creating a slapping noise that echoed like a tempest through the camp. Despite the fury of the wind, we stayed warm and snug in our thick sleeping bags. Each night, as the wind howled outside, we found comfort in the warmth and safety of our tents. We woke up one morning to a surprising show of nature, a sudden snowstorm that transformed our campsite into a winter wonderland. The challenges of the wind and the unexpected snow only added to the adventure. They tested our resilience and made the moments of calm and camaraderie even more precious. Our campsite was not just a place to rest. It was the heart of our adventure, where memories were made and friendships strengthened. In the end, the elements reminded us of the raw beauty and power of nature, making our time at Lower Bounds unforgettable. We faced the winds, the cold, and the snow, and through it all, we found warmth in each other's company and in the moments we shared. Our adventure through Capitol Reef National Park in south central Utah was a journey through a land sculpted by time. Spanning approximately 60 miles long on its north-south axis and averaging just 6 miles wide, the park is a treasure trove of geological wonders. Established in 1971, Capitol Reef National Park was created to protect the area's vibrant canyons, towering ridges, dramatic buttes, and imposing monoliths. This region is dominated by the nearly 100-mile-long upthrust formation known as the Water Pocket Fold. This rugged spine of rock extends from Thousand Lake Mountain to Lake Powell, creating an awe-inspiring backdrop for our journey. Capitol Reef is particularly renowned for its rugged and spectacular segment of the Water Pocket Fold, where the Fremont River has carved a breathtaking path through the rocky landscape. As we ventured deeper into the park, we stopped along the way to hike and immerse ourselves in its natural beauty. We couldn't resist capturing the stunning vistas with our cameras. Every turn revealed another picture-perfect scene, from the towering cliffs painted in shades of red and orange to the unique rock formations that seemed almost otherworldly. Each snapshot was a testament to the park's unending beauty. One of the highlights of our visit was exploring the ancient petroglyphs etched into the rock faces. These intricate carvings, created by the Fremont people over 1,000 years ago, offered a glimpse into the lives and stories of those who once called this land home. We marveled at the detailed images of animals, humans, and abstract shapes, each one telling a silent story from the past. The park is also home to some of the most unusual rock formations we've ever seen. From the iconic Capitol Dome, which resembles the United States Capitol building, to the Chimney Rock and Hickman Bridge, each formation was a testament to the powerful forces of nature that have shaped this land over millions of years. As we hiked through the park, we took moments to simply sit and soak in the serenity of our surroundings. The quiet rustle of the wind, the distant call of a bird, and the sheer vastness of the landscape around us created a sense of peace and connection to the natural world. Flying my drone over the stunning rock formations along the Burr Trail near Boulder, Utah, was an experience I'll never forget. As I took to the skies, I felt an exhilarating sense of freedom, akin to an eagle soaring high above the landscape. The brightly colored stone fortresses of the Burr Trail are a sight to behold. From above, these ancient structures reveal their true majesty, their vibrant hues of red, orange, and brown contrasting starkly with the deep blue sky. As the drone soared over these natural wonders, it felt as though I was gliding on the wind. The red rock valleys below stretched out endlessly, each bend and curve telling a story carved over millennia. The sheer cliffs, jagged peaks, and sprawling mesas were a testament to the raw beauty of the American Southwest. One of the most mesmerizing sights was watching the shadows of the clouds as they floated lightly by on the breeze. These drifting shadows danced across the terrain, creating a surreal, ever-changing image of the landscape below. It was like witnessing a living painting, where light and shadow played their timeless game. The drone allowed me to get close to the intricate details of the rock formations, revealing textures and patterns that are often missed from the ground. The rugged beauty of the Burr Trail, with its hidden alcoves and towering spires, came to life in a way I had never seen before. The panoramic views from the drone's high vantage point provided a sweeping perspective of the valleys and canyons, showcasing the true scale and grandeur of this incredible landscape. As the day progressed, the changing light painted the rock formations in different shades. The golden glow of the morning sun, the harsh midday light, and the soft hues of the evening created a dynamic and ever-changing palette of colors. Each moment brought a new perspective, a new appreciation for the beauty of the Burr Trail. The sky was set ablaze with hues of orange, pink, and purple. The rock formations, bathed in the warm glow of the sun, looked even more magnificent. It was a perfect end to a day of exploration and discovery. Flying my drone over the Burr Trail was not just about capturing stunning visuals. It was about experiencing the landscape in a new and profound way. It allowed us to see the world from a different perspective, to appreciate the intricate beauty of nature, and to feel a deep connection to the land. It was an adventure that will stay with me forever, a journey into the heart of one of Utah's most beautiful regions. Our afternoon devotionals were a big highlight of the trip. We talked about the mysteries of the universe, the challenges and joys of our lives, and the doctrines of salvation and even politics. We each loved being able to share our deepest feelings and thoughts with each other. During Doug's presentation, we even found shelter from the wind in the concrete bathroom. We were all surprised that we could fit inside. We made a brief windy stop at Factory Butte. And finally, a pilgrimage to Long Dong Silver. This journey was as adventurous as it was challenging. Nestled between towering cliffs in the middle of nowhere in Utah, this rock formation rises dramatically from the ground, looking like the dark tower stronghold of a science fiction villain. Maybe you've heard about this enigmatic spire on social media or in travel blogs. known by a few names, including the Spire and the Needle. It's the name Long Dong Silver that has truly stuck. This intriguing monolith surprisingly appears in the hidden desert near Hanksville, Utah, in a landscape that seems ripped straight from the pages of a Star Wars script. One of the biggest appeals of Long Dong Silver is its remoteness and relative obscurity. It's not an easy place to find, adding to its allure. The surrounding landscape has been likened to Mordor from Lord of the Rings, or a distant planet from Star Wars, and either description fits perfectly. It's not just the spire itself that will make you feel like you're on an epic adventure. The hike across this desolate yet stunning Utah terrain is an adventure in its own right, particularly with the unrelenting ferocious wind. The ground here is covered in a soft gray dirt with a delicate crust that crumbles easily underfoot. Walking across this untrodden land feels similar to trudging through dry sand on the beach, each step a small battle against the shifting ground. The wind howled around us, adding an extra layer of difficulty and excitement to our hike. The wind was relentless, whipping dust and dirt into the air and against our bodies, and testing our resolve with every step. Yet there was something invigorating about facing the elements head-on, knowing that we were trekking to a place few had ever seen. The sense of adventure was palpable, the kind that makes every hardship worthwhile. After what felt like hours of navigating this rugged landscape, we finally caught our first glimpse of Long Dong Silver. It jutted out of the ground with a striking presence, a lone sentinel in this vast, empty desert. The sight was nothing short of awe-inspiring, a reward for our perseverance. Standing at the base of this towering spire, we couldn't help but marvel at its sheer 150-foot height and the dramatic way it dominated the landscape. As our journey drew to a close, we reflected on the true treasures of our 2024 safari. It wasn't just the majestic landscapes or the thrilling adventures and all the fish we caught that made this trip unforgettable. It was the bond we shared, the joy we found in our brotherhood, and the wild adventures that brought us closer together. In the heart of southern Utah, amidst the rugged beauty of nature, we discovered the strength of our friendship and the simple joys of being together. Each challenge we faced, each triumph we celebrated, and every laugh we shared reminded us of the incredible bond we have. Our 2024 safari was more than a trip. It was a celebration of brotherhood and the wild, untamed beauty of the world around us. Here's to many more adventures and the enduring joy of exploring nature together.